Thank you so much for volunteering to participate in lead sampling in the city. You're going to help us characterize the extent of problems that could be happening in your house as well as across the city. So we really appreciate it, and your help is very valuable. Everything you're going to need to do the sampling is the sampling kit box that you received, a pen, and some sort of timing device. So let's see how it's going to go. Everything in the box is labeled with the same number, as you can see on the exterior of the box, on the instruction kit, and each bottle individually. So after you've unpacked everything, the first thing that you should do is to read all the instructions very carefully and fill out the information of your name, your address, and then your contact information so we can make sure to get you your results after we've analyzed them. And the biggest bottle has additional information that you need to fill out, similar to what's on the instruction sheet. So go ahead and fill that out before sampling any water. Now you're ready to begin sampling. And the most important aspect is that the water has not been used in your entire house for at least the last 6 hours. The easiest way to do this is to sample first thing in the morning, right after you've woken up. So you can go ahead and remove all 3 caps from your sampling bottles. And when you go to sample, it's really important that you sample at full flow from your kitchen sink, as if you were filling up a pitcher of water. You'll start with the largest bottle first, and you'll collect the full first liter that comes out of your tap. And so when you do that, you want to make sure you place the bottle under there before you open the tap. And before you open the tap, make sure that you take note of the time so that you can time 45 seconds between the first sample and the second sample. So let's go ahead and begin. I'll turn the tap on full bore and let that first liter fill up. When it's done, I'll take note of the time and set the bottle aside and let the tap run for 45 seconds. Now that it's been running for 45 seconds, I'll take the second bottle and fill it all the way up at the same flow rate, not altering the flow at all, by just sticking it underneath the faucet. When this bottle is full, I'll remove it and set it aside and start my timer for another 2 minutes. Now that the water's been running for a full 2 minutes, I'll collect the last and smallest sample by sticking the bottle underneath the faucet again and letting the bottle fill up, and then I'll set that aside. Now that we've collected all 3 bottles, we can go ahead and turn the tap off and place the caps onto all 3 of our bottles.
Now that you've finished collecting your samples, you can place bottles 2 and 3 back in the bag that's been provided. You'll keep bottle 1 out for the rest of the test. Next, you'll need the sample vial, the syringe, and the syringe filter that have been provided. Next, you will remove the syringe from the packaging and make sure that the plunger is all the way pushed down. Then you'll remove the cap from bottle 1 and put the tip of the syringe in the water. Hold the plunger up to collect 10 milliliters of water, so until the water is at the 10 milliliter line. Then you can pull the syringe out of the water and place it on the counter. And place the cap back on bottle 1. Next, you will pick up the syringe and place the filter on the syringe by putting the side that says Wattman closest to the syringe and pressing on like so. Next, you will open the sample vial and holding the syringe with the filter over the sample vial, we'll press down on the plunger to empty the syringe into the sample vial. After that, the syringe and filter can be thrown in the trash can, and you can put the cap on the sample vial. The sample vial can then be placed in the plastic bag and back in the box. Next, you'll remove the plastic tube that has lemon juice in it from the sample kit. Remove the cap from bottle number 1 and pour all of the lemon juice from the plastic tube into bottle number 1. Place the cap back on the lemon juice tube and on bottle 1. Tighten the caps and shake bottle number 1 to mix the lemon juice into your sample. Next, you'll place bottle number 1, the lemon juice tube, and your sample tube back in the Ziploc bag. Make sure all caps are tightened and seal the Ziploc bag. Put this bag back in the sampling kit. After 24 hours, you can bring the box to the collection location where you will use a commercial test kit to test your water on site and fill out a short survey. This will take about 15 minutes. And after completing the survey, your kit will be sent to Virginia Tech for sample analysis. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call. And thank you for participating in our study.